Tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the Patriots coming up next.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Dalton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Dalton now to pass. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Throwing, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 28. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He will push his way down to about the 14. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown, Patriots. Patriots. Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action here with Dalton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And Dalton to throw. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New Orleans.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And it'll be Dalton again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Dalton here from the gun. incomplete on the deep ball.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
On the draw is Stevenson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Patriots send out their punter.
Back deep, Marquez Callaway.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So Dalton now drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half.
And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30, past the 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And this tells the story right here. As a unit, negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. On the return, it's Taylor. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Saints.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Dalton. Finding Taysom Hill complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Able to power through, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From midfield here, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one's high, but not very far. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off the play fake, Jones. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Running left is Stevenson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Now flags will come in, and I think this is against the Saints up front. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. To throw here, Dalton. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First down, Saints.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. Smith catches left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6. At the Patriots 19-yard line.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Passing, it's Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara from 13 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now Jones and the Patriots down 10-7, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Throwing, Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here's Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw is Jones. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. This is Stevenson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
On for the extra point is Folk. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. It's do or die for Dalton.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.